Y'all hear about that case in South Carolina?
Nah.
Which one with
About that
the
kid?
yeah,
About
I
that.
heard about that. Why I followed that case hard, you know.
So what do you think about this attorney? Let me play a little bit. Do you think he's a sellout,
I asked him the direct question,
or do you think
looking
he
back
was
through
doing
your
his job?
investigation, as you have gone through and looked at the full file and looked at everything now, do you find it weird, odd, suspicious that a young man will go into a gas station without any money, with an empty book bag, pull it in the chamber, and then was looking like he was taking stuff off of the counter? I don't find that suspicious. I find that answer suspicious.
Do y'all think he was doing his job, or do y'all think he a sellout?
I definitely think he was doing his job, but
Yeah.
it's hard not to feel a certain type of way because we're dealing with human life, and he's justifying the murder of a child.
Mm.
His job wants him to defend uh, that man. This what his job is, but he's playing a vivid picture, and it's hard to separate your feelings when a 14-year-old child dies.
So do you think he was
They
saying
didn't
facts? Or
commit a crime.
do you think he was presenting facts, or you think he was just freestyling?
No. He was painting a picture. He presented facts, but he was framing it. You
Yeah.
know,
Mm-hmm.
like he said, the boy went in with no money.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, we don't have a lot of people can pay for stuff with their cell phones. You
Mm-hmm.
know, a lot of times I ain't got nothing in my wallet but some memories and a debit card.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, am I walking in the store up to no good because I don't have money? You know, so he painted a picture. He came in there wanting to steal. He
Mm.
said it without saying it. He
Did you
wanted
see the
to.
video? Did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw all of it.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
What do you think, Phil?
that the one that chased dude down?
Chased
Yeah.
him 130 yards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
There's a football and some. Shot him in his back, 2-on-1.
Mm.
The boy didn't steal anything.
Mm.
He obeyed all the store rules. He put his backpack down, you know.
Mhm.
What do you
Yeah,
think, Phil?
yeah, man. I'm gonna go and say it. Man, you a sellout. I don't care.
He said, "Dude, it's
You a
sellout."
Hey,
sellout. He
he
should have. He
painted.
should have took the case, man. I don't care. He should have took the case. All money ain't good money. But sellout sucker.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have my face attached to
That,
something like
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Me a black man going against a black boy in the black community, being
yeah.
the face of this. Like Johnny Cochran was the face of OJ, he'll be
Mhm.
the face of this.
So y'all don't think like with law, we know the law has the blind over their eye. He has the blindfold over his eye. Is the law different than what we feel, or when you in the courtroom? Because I tell kids this all the time. When you put yourself in that position, it get tough when you get in that courtroom because a lot of stuff don't matter what we feel and what we think when it's in the streets. It changes when it's in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of black and white. Hey, whether you didn't know or whatever the case may be, is what you did. It comes down to is what you did against the law or within the law. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if it's within the law, you good. If it's outside of the law, you bad. You know, you get caught on the bounds. There ain't no feelings. I don't care. No, but they will. If you put yourself in that position, the prosecutor will paint a picture.
Yeah,
But
and
see, the
what I,
prosecutor painted the picture too. It wasn't strong enough to beat the defense attorney, though.
man, money talks. But at the end of the day,
Yeah,
if he didn't have nothing on him and he wasn't stealing and they still chased him down, that is crazy. That's
yeah,
crazy. And just because, and I know we didn't walk in plenty of stores, be looking at stuff like, let me grab this. Then
yeah.
you think about it like, dang, this stuff high. Put this back. Oh,
Hmm.
you need this stuff. I go to another store.
Right.
And all they said turned out to be a lie. They say he pointed the gun, he turned around, he was in fear for his life. How was you in fear for your life when you shot him in his back? You know, shot him in his butt. He was bending down, shot him in the butt, and ended up going out through his heart.
So do y'all
Uh,
think the state could have did a better job? The state, or do you think
uh,
just
yeah, the state painted themselves into a corner, right? They said it was murder or nothing.
mm,
They should have put a like
Second degree.
manslaughter charge or something like that. That would have got a conviction. But it had to be murder, absolute murder,
mm-hmm.
or nothing. And they had to go with nothing because it wasn't clear cut murder. You know, negligent homicide, aggravated assault, manslaughter, even involuntary or voluntary manslaughter. I think they would have got a guilty plea. But when you're going for the top billing, they were going for that murder, all or nothing. And I think the prosecution, the state made a mistake on the charge. But they can win a civil suit though.
Yep.
Let's check this. I want to hear this real quick. Let me know if y'all heard this.
Defending a pretty high-profile case that I think most of the world.
Law for over 25 years, man. I didn't defend even crazier cases than this, and this one got more attention than those. I would tell kids is anybody times when you go into these different careers, man, this could be the blowback sometimes. It may be the case of your life, but it may be the blowback. You may not be on the side of the people though, or whatever, if that's where you want to be at, you know. When you talk about selling out or evolving, he could have been looking at this as an evolvement of his career, and everybody else could be looking at it as being a sellout. You know, it just depends on where you stand on that side.
He got to think about that too. You got to think the people you represent, right? I represent anybody, but you got to think anytime you defend those cases like sex offenders and things like that, you're going to get the backlash. You're going to get the negative side of it, you know. Right. And thinking, hey, you got to look at it. Is it worth? Is the money or the positive spin or positive?
So is there a difference though? Is there a difference then, like somebody like Johnny Cochran representing OJ and getting him off? Is there a difference, or is it's just because of race?
No. It's not a race.
What's the difference?
He was basically siding with a man going against a child. This person is a child murderer. He got to look at the backlash of the court of public opinion. Was it worth that for his business? Only time will tell.
Right.
Does that make people say, man, that's a real good lawyer. He got dude off, and I know he was guilty. That's good because people going to want to get off. They're going to hire him. Or is it bad? Nobody wants to deal with him because of that. Only time will tell.
What do you think, Bill?
Yeah, exactly what John said. Like, yeah, all money ain't good money at the end of the day.
It ain't, but I think too when go ahead. I was saying because y'all go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
I don't think it's
all money not good money.
Following defending that man like that.
Yeah, all money not good money, but when you start being in an attorney realm, you can't look at it from a biased place because you're representing the law. I'm just saying because I went to law school. They talked about this, and it's not about whether he did it or not. It's about defending your client, that they putting their trust in you and they freedom in your hands. You know,
no matter how you feel about the court of public opinion.
No, they don't care. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In law school, it's not about the court of public opinion.
Your emotions don't care. Your business, your name. You're gonna put your name behind something like that. If the court of public opinion say you guilty, that's just like Stephen Diggs and the decisions he make affect his career. That affects your career. Either time will tell. No matter what you morally or ethically think about your profession, but if the court, the court of public opinion sees you as morally bankrupt, the backlash ain't worth it.
I will say this. I'm not taking this side. I'm saying there are a lot of lawyers who public is considered morally bankrupt, but in the law world, they are filthy rich.
Yeah, if you're good, you're good. I want the person. they ain't got morals. That's gonna get me off.
Mm-hmm.
But I do. But some people
But so
won't
what's
come
wrong with
like,
him on that though? What's wrong with the Asian dude on that though?
no, the Asian dude is not wrong for wanting a good lawyer. We're not
But some people,
saying
that's what I'm trying to say. We talking about the feeling, like
the
separating fact
lawyer
from
dude,
feeling. Yeah,
the Asian dude was wrong for what he did, but
sure,
not wrong for wanting to get off.
right.
Not wrong for hiring the best.
Yeah, we're just looking at all angles of it. That's pretty much what we're doing, looking at all angles. Sometimes you got to see every angle. Sometimes you're just looking at it from that one way. You know
But
what
I
I'm saying?
think
But
the lawyer didn't see it from all angles.
Yeah.
He saw this will be a good win or a difficult case. I can show my skills.
so, do you
But
pay him to lose? If you're the
this,
Asian, do you pay him to lose? To say no, I'm just not. I'm gonna go in there.
No.
no, the Asian, you do whatever it takes. If you got to call dude a crackhead, if you got to say he was a thief, if you
Right.
got to show his permanent record, he made D's in math, you do whatever you can to get off.
Go ahead. What about to say, Bill?
No. Oh man. At the end of the day, he's still a sellout. And dude to try to say something, he'll sell out too. Forget, forget
Especially
that
that
stuff.
second dude is selling out too.
And
You trying to
I can look at it. I look at stuff. I look at stuff from all different angles. But at the end of the day, you're still wrong. Now your kids got to go through stuff like ain't your daddy the MF that got
yep.
this go boy? Yeah.
He had to deal with it.
Hey,
You don't think Johnny Cochran had to live with a lot of stuff, man?
yeah,
No.
You know, OJ off. You don't think Johnny
This a
Cochran?
yeah,
super
but
this a super high profile case, and OJ can pay
But
that
it's
much.
still getting somebody off that the public thought even black people thought that he murdered. That
he
he did
did.
But they don't care.
He
OJ didn't murder a child though. He didn't murder
yeah.
a child.
He
And
did, man. He did.
it wasn't black against white. This is
Yeah, it
another
was.
thing.
It was. It was racial. It was very racial. Yes.
They
Yes.
hated
you
him
had
for being there.
He
But
won the case. He beat the case because Mark Furman was considered a
he was
racist. He
dirty.
said
No, yeah,
racist
and
stuff.
dirty
that,
was dirty. Like he was dirty. He
Yeah.
was planting evidence and all this stuff. That's what
Yeah.
faulted the
yep,
case. But
yep,
this is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
that's a
So how
child
many lawyers
that
do we
he
know in
murdered
Little
in the
Rock?
street.
How many lawyers have we heard of Little Rock that got like dudes that really sold dope, got them off?
Who cares?
Nope.
That's lawyers.
Oh, so
That's
now it's
drugs.
okay. It's no different. It's no different.
It is a difference when you kill a child in the
Sure.
street,
Sure.
running from somebody.
Sure. But I'm
It's a
saying
difference.
lawyers look at stuff different than we do, man. They just wired that way. I'm just telling you. When I went to
Yeah,
law school
but
for the tour, they do.
he's going to lose the battle. Now the public sees him a certain way.
Because most
Now,
of the public not gonna pay his retainer fee. That's what I'm telling you. Most public not gonna
but
pay.
guess what? Guess what? The public is his. This where his clients come from.
Mm-hmm.
This
But
the
I'm saying the
citizen.
public that's
public,
reacting and stuff. I don't think that'd be the ones
Say,
that'll go
boy,
to him though.
boy, sold his soul for a few $100,000.
exactly.
Yeah.
And like I say, Johnny Cochran, that made him more desired. Johnny Cochran gambled and he won. I think dude in this case gambled and he gonna lose. But we'll see.
He's off.
Crap
We'll
out.
check back into it.